Hey guys, me and Dave. It's Saturday night. It's 1:25, 2020. So I thought I'd do a little video tonight. I'm just sitting here having a couple beers, chilling out. They've been laying off me, thank God. It's nice to get a little bit of a break. Um, I'm still getting a little bit of remote monitoring and stuff like that. But for the most part, they're laying off of me. They're not hitting me too hard. Nothing I can't handle. So tonight I want to talk about. I'm sure you guys can relate to this. If you've been in the program for a while, these guys will use people from your past. They'll use people from your past. I'll give you some examples here in a second, but they will use all kinds of people from your past. When I was in the fake psych ward, the second time, they used people from my past to come into the psych ward. They had, believe it or not, this is totally true. They had my fourth grade teacher in the psych ward for one day, and they were calling him Mr. Hill because he's Mr. Hill. They're like, Mr. Hill, do you want this? Mr. Hill, do you need that? Da da da. It was unreal. It was embarrassing because I don't want people to see me go through this program and see me suffer and stuff like that. That's why I deleted all my family members off Facebook, because that way I can post things freely on Facebook, and my family doesn't have to think, oh, you shouldn't post that, or you shouldn't do this, or da da da, all this stuff. So I deleted all my friends off or all my family off Facebook, and most of my childhood friends, because it's too much for these people to believe what's going on. They just don't understand it. They think, oh, you're just crazy. You're just crazy. So anyway, yeah, when I was in the psych ward the second time, they had my fourth grade teacher in there. They had all kinds of people from my past. They had my sister's friend's son in there in the psych ward. They had all kinds of people in the psych ward. I went to Walgreens recently to pick up medications. They had a girl in front of me that I recognized. I had a crush on her 27 years ago. She was my friend's sister. She was standing she was in front of me, picking up medications or whatever, and they will use all kinds of people from your past. I don't know if, well, obviously they're trying to get you to react, and maybe emotions, trying to trigger certain emotions or whatever, but they're trying to get you to react. It's hard to ignore like that type of reaction. I mean, it's hard to ignore when you see a girl standing in line in Walgreens that you had a crush on years and years and years ago. It's, how do you not react? Of course you're going to react. It's a natural thing for you to react, like, wow, what is she doing here? Is she a part of this? Of course she's a part of it. They do this. This is what they do. I seen my best friend since I was 6 years old. They got him involved. He passed me. Well, I was in the West End one day, and he drove by, and he was just looking at me like I seen a ghost, or something. Like he seen a ghost or something. He was sitting there looking at me, until I looked at him, and I'm like, oh my God, that's Dwayne. I haven't seen him in 25 years. So, and it's, and you could tell it was the program that got these people involved, to get reactions out of you. That's, it's easy to say we should ignore all this stuff. It would just ignore it, walk away, blah blah blah. But then they use people from your past. Well, you can't ignore that. You're gonna get a natural reaction out of that, and that's what they're looking for. They're looking for a reaction out of you, and they get it. You know, how can you ignore that? You know, I mean, you're sitting there like, wow, I haven't seen that guy in 25 years. Wow, I haven't seen that girl in 27 years. Oh my God, you know, there she is. You know, so they will do all this stuff to get reactions out of you, and they do this in my program quite a bit. You know, like I say, I was in the psych ward, and they had my fourth grade teacher in there, and I was just blown away. You know, he looked the same, but he was all gray and stuff, and it was unreal what they will do for reactions. You know, I don't know if it gets your spikes super high, if that's what they're measuring or what, but I imagine the spikes were off the chart when I see these people I haven't seen since I was a little kid, or I haven't seen in 25 years. You know, so I don't know if you guys have that same experience. You know, I always have my comments closed off, you know, so you can't comment back, but I can imagine if you're a real TI and stuff like that in this program, that they probably do that to you guys too, where they will use all, you know, a lot of people from your past. And I've noticed that, you know, especially my childhood friend. He lived right across the street from me, and I haven't seen him in 25 years. And they got a hold of him, and you know, they had him. You know, they made sure that I seen him and got a reaction, and they got a reaction out of me. It was just unreal. You know, so that's kind of what I wanted to talk about tonight. They can do that for. Uh, I'm sure there's other explanations for it, like Brian too explains in his videos, but my easy explanation is that they want a reaction out of you, and I imagine the spikes are going off the chart. You know, when you see people you haven't seen in 25 years, you know, it's just unreal. So they do that quite a bit in my program. You know, it's unreal. It really is. I've heard other people talk about that too, and you know, they'll use all kinds of people from your past and stuff, and it's part of the program. It's unreal. So I just thought I would talk about that a little bit tonight. Other than that, not too much going on. I'm having a beer and chilling out, and they're laying off me, thank God. You know, there's people out there getting hit really hard. I see on Facebook and stuff. They're being tortured all night and all this terrible stuff. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't. That's the part of this program I don't understand. You know, like me, I'm in a mind control program, and they're trying to get at a certain goal and all this stuff, and whether it's getting spikes from your reactions and all this stuff. You know, some people just seem to get tortured for the hell. You know, they seem to torture people for the hell of it. You know, where there's no real uh, goal, you know, or purpose to it. You know, I mean, there's people on Facebook that are getting just, you know, getting tortured so terribly bad. It's just, I feel so bad for them people, you know, because they don't get let up and stuff, and, you know, and stuff. You know, you got to try to do something to make yourself feel better. I mean, you know, getting underwater, you know, taking a shower, that will help you feel better. You know, wetting your hair down, wrap it in a towel, you know, that'll make you feel a little better. You'll feel a little relief, you know, for a little bit. You know, I mean, I wouldn't just I wouldn't just sit there and take it, you know. I wouldn't just sit there and take it. But anyway, I feel bad for those guys that are getting hit really, really hard and stuff like that out there. But so I just thought I would share a little bit with you guys tonight. I hope you guys doing good out there, doing well out there, and hanging in there, and you know, I wish I had some answers. I wish I had some answers. I wish I could say this is going to end next week and stuff, but I don't think that's going to happen. You know, we gotta try to make it through this and stuff. But I'm gonna cut this off, you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later.